Alright, so hi guys, welcome back to another video of Random and More. For those of you that are new here, my name is Rafi Aywani. I'm a final year medical student at Dow Medical College. Now that's answered. Do not ask what university I'm from in the comment section, please. Alright, so today I thought of doing something different, and yesterday on Instagram I asked you guys to give me a topic to speak about in a video for a new series I'm considering starting. If I'll check it depending on the response this video gets. I'll see whether I'll continue it or it would be the first and last. Alright, so let me just give you a brief outline of what this series is. So basically, I will be making something with an origami. This is called an origami, where you fold it and make something using a YouTube video tutorial. This is the tutorial, how to make a paper crane easy tutorial. To give you guys context, I'm not really good at origami. I'm not good with anything that requires precision and, being neat. And while making a paper crane, I will be speaking about a topic you guys gave us on Instagram. So the topic I selected for today's video is by Elise Savahat. She says, storytime ideas, facing discrimination for whatever reason. And number 2, what life has taught you. So I wouldn't use the word discrimination. I don't think I've faced discrimination. Discrimination is a very strong word. But I would say that I faced something much milder, and it's almost negligible, but it's something I faced, and it's something I could talk about, I guess. So yeah, this is a topic I'm selecting, and yeah, let's start making this paper crane. And I'm gonna have to follow the instructions as well as entertain you guys, so that's gonna be a really challenging thing for me. All right, so I don't think I've ever revealed this, but I was born and raised up in Japan. Yeah, and I've lived there for more than half my life. It was because my father, he had business and he had work in Japan, so it was constantly switching back and forth from Pakistan to Japan, but we predominantly were based in Japan. And yeah, okay, and as you guys know, Japan is an island country. You guys could check it out on the map. It's predominant, it's an island, and it consists of Japanese people, obviously. Yeah, and the issue, one thing, the pauses, we could cut it out. Okay, even this part we could cut it out. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so the issue while living in Japan was that I was always different. I had a different face, and on top of that, I got admission into an international school. My parents put me in international school, so I was surrounded by foreigners. So during school, I never felt different. I always fit in, right? And oh man, this is hard. Guys, origami update. Making a paper crane is too hard while telling a story. I'm not that good. Yeah, I could focus on making something and telling a story. So I have switched to easiest origami heart ever tutorial in English. Yeah, so I'm gonna follow this tutorial. It's only 2 minutes long. I would add the links in the description if you guys are interested, and you guys can make it too. Tag us on Instagram, show me what you guys made. And yeah, okay, so let me get back to the story while making this heart. Alright, I attended an international school, so over there you spoke in English, and you're surrounded by people from all over the globe. So I never felt left out. Everyone looked different. No one had the same face. Everyone was from different religion, different backgrounds, different culture. So yeah, I totally fit in. I was a different person. I was one of those different person, and I enjoyed that. But obviously, school only takes place for 7 hours a day, and during the rest of the day, you have to go to the bank. Not bank, I was too small for that, but you have to go to the park. I was a part of a swimming club, I was part of a football club, and I was with Japanese people. And obviously initially I remember I had struggled learning and speaking the language. I spoke English in school. My parents spoke to me in Urdu, and everyone else spoke in Japanese. So it was just like, for me, you could imagine like a 5-year-old, for him, like, you know, like 3 different languages, and I'm having an identity crisis. I look different, everyone else looks different, everyone else has a different culture. So I wouldn't say that's discrimination, but being different, I can totally relate with that, and that was something I struggled throughout my life. So yeah, that was my life in Japan. It was smooth and everything. And then at the age of I think I was 12 years old, I shifted to United Arab Emirates, UAE, as you guys might know. And I lived there for 2 years, and I loved it there. I loved every second. Like, the 2 years I spent there was my favorite moment, because again, UAE, it doesn't consist of the UAE locals. Everyone is very different. Everyone is different. You have people from all over the world, from Europe, from Africa. I don't know what I'm making. Yes, so yeah, that was my life in UAE. I made a lot of friends and I never felt left out. And then it was in 2010, we shifted to Pakistan for the first time. I've visited Pakistan to visit my relatives on and off, but I've never lived here, you know. And then, you know, moving from Japan to UAE, and then Karachi was very tough for me initially. You know, adjusting, it was very tough, in the sense that I did understand Urdu, but speaking it was very challenging. It was not something I was really used to. And I remember I came here in the year when everyone was giving their Bach studies and Islamiyat in O levels, and I remember I remember taking part in geography class and history class, Pakistan studies, and, you know, just sitting there blank. I did not know who Qaeda-Azam was. I did not know his 14 points. I did not know Allama Iqbal and, you know, East India Company. I did not know where tobacco in Pakistan was grown in Mansehra. I did not know what type of buffaloes lived where in Sindh and what type of milk they produced, and, you know, the different agriculture. Yes, it was something I had to learn, but having to study for it for an exam, to ace that exam. I remember it was like my first year in Pakistan, and I flunked all my tests, all my exams, and I was really like, it was depressing because I wasn't a bad student, but the first year in Pakistan, it was really tough because it was O1, and I think everyone was super focused on giving Pakistan studies Islamiyat. Sorry guys, I lost track of what the steps. I got distracted telling the story. It was in grade 9. Yeah, so I was in a totally different language. I spoke in English. I understood Urdu because of my parents, but I wasn't confident in speaking it. I knew Japanese. I knew how to speak Japanese, but no one in Pakistan understood Japanese, so it was of no use. And, you know, obviously, like, I'm making YouTube videos in English, and you can check out the comment section. Half of them are saying speak in Urdu, speak in Urdu, speak in Urdu, you're a burger and whatnot. So it's like this isn't discrimination, but it's like people criticizing you for who you are when nobody understands your situation, where you've come from. And that was the case for me back in like grade 10. 14 years old me, you know, a 14-year-old, you're not exactly mature. And especially for someone like me, trying to make friends, trying to fit in, trying to, you know, just be a 14-year-old boy. That was really tough for me. And then on top of that, there was the added pressure of, you know, doing well in academics. Obviously, I have Desi parents. They expect you to do good in school. At the end of my O levels, I wouldn't reveal my grades, but I got straight A's, better than straight A's. And, you know, I was satisfied that although I was different, I was, you know, I didn't fit in. I had a lot of challenges. Obviously people face a lot worse than me, but for me at that moment, that was like the biggest challenge. Academically adapting, and, you know, adapting socially trying to fit in. You know, I looked a bit different. I had a different way of looking at things, different way of doing things, having grown up abroad for my whole life. So it was really tough. But fortunately, I've made pretty good friends in Pakistan, and you know, having a good set of friends really helped me out. That was my scenario, and then you know, I moved on to A levels. And by then, at that moment, I've already spent 2 years in Pakistan, and I've already adjusted. Like, you know, I knew how things were. I knew how, you know, how people thought, and I was able to adapt. And yeah, and as of today, here I am speaking to you guys. It's been like shifted here in 2010, so it's been what, 10 years here, and I thought I would share this story with you for the first time. And I think the second part of that question was, what life has taught you? So what it has taught me is, oh man, I don't know how to make this. Oh no, I get it. Oh, I was doing it opposite the whole time. So yeah, my life lesson. What life has taught me is that you know, everyone's going through something, and you can always, you know, the surrounding your situation might not suit you. It never suits anyone. Like, yeah, some people have it real good, some people have it real bad. But I feel the most important thing is to, you know, to persevere, be persistent, to have that grit, to you know, no matter what your circumstances, no matter what the situation, making the most of it. Oh, look, I made a heart. I did it. Okay, so yeah, I'm done with the origami. Now I could focus on telling a story. So yeah, what life has taught me is, no matter what your situation is, no matter what your circumstances are, it may not favor you. It might be tough. You might feel, you could always make excuses. Always. You could always find a way to blame things. Oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, this isn't working out for me, whatever. XYZ, you could make tons of excuses. But if you keep on making excuses, you won't be anywhere. You'd just be totally disappointed with your life, always angry. You would be taking out your anger on everyone else, and you wouldn't be focusing on anything. So I don't think that's the way to approach things. When things are tough, you just, you know, put your head down, get to it, take things step by step, and try to make the most of your situation. I think that's the only way to look at things. And if you don't do that, you know, it's just gonna be really tough for you. So yeah, don't make excuses. You can make excuses, but don't make it too much. Otherwise you're just gonna be upset all the time. Focus on the good things. I feel you should treat this, you know, the struggle as a game. That it's like, you know, when you're playing a game, you have that boss. Every level it gets harder, and you know, it's just like you have to overcome that boss, you know, the end of the level boss. You have to overcome it and, you know, somehow find a way. And I feel that even in academics, yes, it's tough initially, but making that small progress, and to be able to see that's the only sense of, you know, feeling, the good feeling you get, that okay, my hard work is, you know, it's I could see the outcome. So yeah, I think this is the end of story time. I've made my heart. Hopefully I would improve with videos. If you guys like this video, and if you guys want me talking about another topic, drop it down in the comment section, or go follow us on Instagram, and next time I put a story up, you guys could give me a topic to speak about. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it wasn't too boring. I've made my origami. I would attach the link. You guys can make it too, and see you next time.